A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
That will really get the juices flowing. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but
Takes a shot! Can he finish it? Mazraoui attempts a clearance. Mazraoui goes on a run down the left wing. He's in plenty of space here. Cleared without complication. Marlon looking to get on the end of this, and he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Marlon. He's cut it out. Mazraoui. Amrabat. Aguirre. Diop. Mazraoui moved on forwards. That's the throw. El Ainaoui will play through for the wide man. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. And it's Mazraoui. Oh, what a climb! Couldn't quite control it.
well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Gravenberg. That is good strength. De Jong clears it away. Gravenberg forwards and with intent. Marlon. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into
Robbie! Goal, the Netherlands! First blood drawn. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already.
Amrabat. Mazraoui. That's really well manoeuvred. Alainawi. Cleared away. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's nice and simple for the keeper. And it's Mazraoui. Spread out to the left. That is lovely. Time to deliver. Oh, what a ball!
And the finish! And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Van Dijk shifted upfield. Van der Ven. Aguirre makes the interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Gakpo. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Alainawi aim forwards. Ainawi.
Oh, sweet feet.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That could spell trouble.
Brahim Diaz.
Looking for a decent... Tries a shot!
Nice defending, physical and effective. Gravenberg did well to Reinders has given away a free kick. Now it's Brobby. Gakpo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Alainawi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Played back to the goalkeeper. Do have a chance to counter here. Now that's well seen too. Dumfries. De Jong. Reinders.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Great run on the overlap here.
Dumfries. Deflected behind for a corner kick. been cleared. Gravenberg. Oh, he's in! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great defending, strong and determined. And now the breakaway. Gakpo. And the shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Marlon. Dumfries. Marlon. And it's De Jong. Now it's Dumfries. And the ball's come loose here. Now it's Brobby. Diop. Brahim Diaz. Van Dijk. Out to the right. Dumfries. Now it's Marlon. Muscular approach does pay off here. Mazraoui. Diop. Mazraoui, gently done. And it's lofted through here. Oh, that's nice. And it's El Ainawi. Dumfries. The Netherlands getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Lofted upfield. El Ainawi. Aguirre. Mazraoui. Aguirre. Crunching tackle. De Jong chooses to go cross-field. Gravenberg. Gakpo. And he's got his cross in. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. He steps in, and that's the end of that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Dumfries. Marlon. Reinders, played out towards the right wing. Gravenberg. Van der Ven. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
He has a look up. And it's played forward. Reinders. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a measured ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Amrabat. And here's Brahim Diaz. Amrabat. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Hakimi. In with the challenge. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Diop, Hakimi, Brahim Diaz, Hakimi, and it's Amrabat.
Nice physical challenge, played in with purpose. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Diop,
Gakpo did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Out to the left it goes. Nice control. Looking here to chip it through. Marlon have it back and can go again.
Robe,
Van der Ven. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. De Jong plays it short. De Jong. Chance to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
and it's Amrabat.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Over to the left. Mazraoui. There are a few waiting for it. Mazraoui. Chance! Goal! Morocco! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that's a throw.
Hakimi.
Gakpo. Reinders. De Jong! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
The Netherlands really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Diop.
Aguirre. Amrabat. Mazraoui forwards and with intent. And it's El Ainaoui. Amrabat. Played out wide. Now it's El Ainaoui. Climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So we reach the halfway point.
Headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
We're already back up and running after half-time.
The Netherlands really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Van Dijk. De Jong. Reinders. Dumfries. Marlen. Now it's Brobbey. Gakpo. Oh, they could be caught out here. Bruno gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Mazraoui. Clipped into space. Oh, easy pickings there. Reinders. Van de Ven. Gakpo. Gakpo. Amrabat did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, nicely intercepted. Gakpo! Mazraoui gets good distance on it. Now it's Marlen. Dumfries. Lovely feet. Dumfries tries a cross. Diop. Amrabat. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. And it's Diaz. Van de Ven cuts it out. Amrabat. And it's El Ainaoui. Morocco can't seem to retain possession. Played in by Mazraoui. Dumfries. Van Dijk. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Van de Ven. Gakpo. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Aguerd. El Ainaoui. Aguerd. Oh, can he get onto this? Well timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk. Van Dijk gently done. Gakpo. Gravenberg. The Netherlands really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. It's gone for a throw-in. Brahim Diaz. Aguerd. Hakimi. Oh, good spread. Lobbed in behind. Reinders. Brobbey.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Robbie clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mazraoui played over towards the opposite flank. Amrabat. Aguerd aimed forwards. Van Dijk. Spread out to the left. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. Marlen.
Gakpo. Gakpo!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Gakpo.
Van de Ven. Gravenberg. Gravenberg played out to the left flank. He is just caressing the ball. A chance to play it in. Diop does really well to win the ball there. And here's the chance to counter. Brahim Diaz. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Brobbey looking understandably energised after his goal. And the counter is on. Clearly not happy with that. De Jong moved on forwards. And here's Gakpo. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And he cuts out a supply. Reinders. And back to the keeper they go. And it's played forward. And claimed it back swiftly. Nasraoui. Oh, a delicate chip through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Morocco clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gravenberg. Keeper's got good distance on that. Van de Ven. Now it's Gakpo. Now it's Brobbey. And they can counter here. That's really well manoeuvred. Brobbey. Marlen. Dumfries. Bruno claims it, and the danger passes. Van Dijk. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Gakpo. Can he spark a counter here? Tries to dink it through. Van de Ven. Van Dijk. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. Van de Ven. That's good play. Van de Ven. And here's Gakpo. Gravenberg. Marlen! Looking ball that, and that's been won straight back. Great ball if he can get there. Van de Ven gets it clear. And it's Amrabat. Reinders wins the duel this time. He can run onto that. Now it's Gakpo. He has found a way through. Gakpo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gakpo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Van der Ven. That's a cute ball.
The Netherlands really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Bunu, long ball by the goalkeeper. The Netherlands have reclaimed it. De Jong.
There's the shot! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now!
Morocco really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Van Dijk. Van Dijk shifted upfield. He's through here.
Can he finish?
Should have put that one away.
Oh, he's a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
De Jong. Van Dijk. Aim forwards. Gakpo. He is through here. Hakimi does really well to win the ball there. And it's Diaz.
Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Reinders. Reinders, gently done. That has been knocked clear. Marlon. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Van der Ven. Van Dijk. Moved on forwards. Amrabat. Now, what about a counter-attack? Reinders. Over to the left. Played into space out wide. Gakpo. The Netherlands have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And it's been taken short. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Out towards the flank. Marlen. Van der Ven. Aguirre can get it clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Hit into the middle. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Gakpo. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Van Dijk, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Gakpo with the cross. The Netherlands could have here their final chance. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Oh, that's neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Van der Ven opts to play it back. That's going to go a long way. Van Dijk aim forwards. Gakpo, probing pass. Now it's Brobbey. Brobbey spread out to the left. Gakpo! Aguirre gets it away. And it's Gravenberch. Reinders. Dumfries played out to the left flank. Gakpo. And the shot! Could be danger here. Gakpo, back when it goes. Real chance here. Aguirre tries to clear. Gravenberch. Van der Ven. Gravenberch. Reinders. So that's it, it is all over. The Netherlands did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up